So if you Googled or YouTubed what's going on in the real estate market, you're going to get a ton of different results. Whether you have people that are overly optimistic or people that are overly pessimistic and the sky is falling, there's a lot of different things out there. I'm trying to just give some data. So today we're talking through market trends for November. What's up, everybody? Mark Cannon here for your November market trends. I know it's November already. We're almost to the end of the year. It's crazy. Guys, if you find value in these videos, like the video. I appreciate it. But let's get right into it. So where did we stand last month as far as homes? We were at just over 14,300 homes on the market last month. Again, normal that we want to aim for is around 25,000. That's a balanced market for the most part. Haven't seen it in a while, but this month, we are sitting just around 15,800, almost 15,900. So we've gained over 1,500 homes in a month. That's a good thing because we're starting to see a more balanced market. Now we're starting to feel it as well because we're not seeing as many buyers out there. The homes that go fast, which fast right now is like 1 to 2 weeks. That's fast right now. There are some homes I've seen that gone off in like 3 to 5 days, but those are homes that were priced probably a little under the comps and looked really good because they just needed to sell it. But what we're seeing right now is prices have mostly, I cannot talk today, have mostly held. And you'll see a lot of people out there being overly optimistic of prices are up this year. And technically, yeah, like I think Phoenix was like 0.7% or 1%, gaining in equity this year. And a lot of that was probably because this market's done this year. So we've gone up and down. Right now, we're starting to go down just a little bit. Not a ton. We're not seeing prices just drop, out the floor. We're not seeing that. What we're seeing is prices slowly decline because demand isn't really there, because interest rates are high. So let's talk about interest rates. Interest rates were up near 8%, I think, last time we talked. Right now, they're about 7.4%. That was as of this morning. So it's one of those that being around 7.4%, we've come down. I know my dad sent me an article that the news, all right, again, don't watch the news. They don't have accurate information. They're always trying to have a narrative of what's going on. The article he sent me said something like rates get slashed or something. I was like, it went down like 0.2. Like, no, no, don't believe that. So it's one of those that rates are starting to come down a little bit. The Fed has said, hey, we're pausing for right now. They're not really raising rates. We might be near the top of whether they need to raise rates. Personally, I think they still need to raise rates a little bit to get inflation down. Inflation is still high. We're in the like high threes, like at 4%, I think. And so it's still high. And so that's where I'm more bearish with interest rates. So here's the biggest thing for the people that are like, well, when are interest rates going to come down? Well, listen, they will. But right now, like a lot of people had said the end of this year. That's not happening. Like right now, we're not seeing them come down like we were expecting, like a lot of people had expected to, but it'll probably be next year. My guess, again, no one has a crystal ball. No one knows. But my guess is going to be middle of next year. Because right now, what we're seeing is inflation still high. So can they just start bringing down the rates? I'm not 100% sure on that. And that's where I'm more bearish on it. Some people say, oh, maybe second quarter, maybe. I think the summer is the more likely scenario here with how the economy is going. I would encourage everybody, again, don't watch the news, all right, first and foremost. And I wouldn't watch a lot of the TikTok people and all those people who are just trying to get clicks. Try and find some people that have good, accurate information that are just, they're giving you data. They're just showing you, they're not giving you just a ton of opinion. They're saying, hey, here's the data. I can recommend some people. I'll put some people in the description if you want to find some people. I know one of the guys I watch is Clear Value Tax. They do a lot of different videos on stuff. And I'm always looking for different people that are giving data. So it's one of those that find somebody that you can rely on for actual, market data for the economy and different things like that, because that is important. And so it's one of those, with a lot of that stuff, I'm expecting, maybe middle of next year that we'll see interest rates actually start to come down, whether it be in the sixes and whatnot. Whether we see 5%, I don't know on that one. It really depends on how the economy does, and there's a lot of different factors and all of that. So it is kind of confusing, right? But right now, a lot of people say, well, it's a good time to buy or sell. Depends on your situation. That's the thing. Whether you're buying or selling, it depends on your situation. How much are you putting down? What's your debt look like? There's a lot of different things. I've done other videos trying to encourage people to stay under 30% when it comes to your monthly income, keeping your living expenses, your mortgage, all that stuff under 30%. I do have a calculator if you guys want to calculate that. Like if you were to buy a home right now, I could give you a calculator that shows you, hey, here's what taxes are and everything else, and it throws it all into a monthly sum. So that way you can see it. I'd be more than happy to share that with you. But it's one of those that right now it truly is based on your situation, whether you should buy or sell. Like right now, I had somebody just close a couple weeks ago, and we got 3% of the I'm blanking. Sorry. We got 3% of the final purchase price for buy downs and for the closing costs and different things like that. And that's a good amount of money. I think it was over $10,000. And so it's one of those that you can get some stuff from sellers right now, because there are some sellers that if they're in a certain situation, they're like, hey, yeah, let's just get this thing closed. So it depends on your situation. I would love to have that conversation with you. Again, it's just sitting down, game planning what is best for you. That's the important thing. It's not about, a certain time frame or anything like that. It's about what is best for you in your time frame and scheduling that out. I would love to talk with you. My information is below. Guys, you've been listening to The Real.